Are you ready to learn the truth about the top 5 worst things that high fructose corn syrup does to your body? You may not realize it, but this deadly sweetener is most likely the reason you are overweight, have chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, or any of the other metabolic disorders that plague the modern world. And if you don't change your diet to avoid this sweetener, you are most likely headed for a future of sickness and disease. The problem is it's in almost all packaged foods and sodas, which makes it extremely hard to avoid. But by the end of this video, you will be aware enough to start reading labels and avoiding the foods that contain this deadly sweetener. So let's get started with number 5. No. 5. It makes you gain weight. If you want the easy explanation, then just know that when you eat high fructose corn syrup, your body turns it into fat and stores it in your liver. But if you want the full explanation, then let me tell you that high fructose corn syrup causes weight gain in 2 ways. First, when you drink high fructose corn syrup, it goes straight to your liver. Once there, your liver converts some of the fructose into fat. This happens because your liver has a limited capacity to metabolize fructose, so any excess fructose is converted into fat and stored in your liver. When this happens, you develop what is known as hepatic steatosis or fatty liver. The more high fructose corn syrup you consume, the more fat builds up in your liver, which can eventually lead to inflammation and scarring of the liver. Second, high fructose corn syrup causes weight gain by increasing your appetite and decreasing your metabolism. Fructose, when consumed in excess, can cause an increase in the hormone insulin. Insulin is a hormone that helps regulate your blood sugar levels, but too much insulin can lead to cravings for sugary foods, which will make it harder for you to stick to your diet. In addition, insulin can also decrease your metabolism by promoting fat storage and reducing the amount of calories you burn throughout the day. Number 4. It increases your risk of heart disease. High fructose corn syrup is associated with an increased risk of developing cardiovascular disease, which includes heart disease. One way that it does this is by causing hepatic steatosis, or fatty liver, which can lead to inflammation and scarring of the liver. This condition is known as non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, or NASH. NASH can cause your body to produce more triglycerides, which are a type of fat found in your blood. High levels of triglycerides in your blood can increase your risk of developing cardiovascular disease. In addition, high fructose corn syrup can also increase your risk of developing cardiovascular disease by promoting inflammation throughout your body. Inflammation is a natural process that occurs when your body is trying to heal itself from an injury or infection. However, chronic inflammation can lead to the development of many diseases, including cardiovascular disease. Number 3, it causes diabetes. As I explained earlier, high fructose corn syrup can increase your risk of developing diabetes by promoting insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is a condition in which your body's cells become less responsive to insulin, which can lead to elevated blood sugar levels. Over time, these elevated blood sugar levels can cause the cells in your pancreas that produce insulin to become damaged, which can lead to the development of type 2 diabetes. Number 2, it promotes the development of cancer cells. Some studies have shown that high fructose corn syrup may promote the growth of cancer cells. One way that it does this is by increasing the levels of certain hormones in your body, such as insulin, which can promote the division of cancer cells. In addition, high fructose corn syrup may also promote the development of cancer cells by causing oxidative stress, which is a type of cellular damage that can lead to the development of cancer. And finally, number 1, it destroys your gut health. High fructose corn syrup is associated with an increased risk of developing gastrointestinal conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease, and even colon cancer. One way that it does this is by altering the composition of your gut microbiota, which are the trillions of bacteria that live in your digestive tract. When you eat high fructose corn syrup, it can cause an overgrowth of harmful bacteria in your gut, which can lead to inflammation and other digestive issues. So, by now you know that high fructose corn syrup is a deadly sweetener that can cause a host of health problems, including weight gain, diabetes, and even cancer. The good news is that there are many alternatives to high fructose corn syrup that you can use to sweeten your food without all the harmful side effects. So next time you're at the grocery store, be sure to read the labels on the foods you're buying and avoid those that contain high fructose corn syrup. Instead, opt for foods that are naturally sweet or use alternative sweeteners such as stevia or erythritol. Your body will thank you for it. And if you want to accelerate your health and get all the information you need to make the right food choices, then click the link below.